We finally arrived at Hello World.
Hi, I'm Paul, this is Diane. We're the PC Zombies, and that's right, we're at Hello World. We've already updated the BIOS in the last video. Now, all we gotta do is hook up the peripherals. I'll show you some tricks along the way, and then we're gonna boot this computer up for the first time.
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
So we've updated the BIOS, so what do we do next?
Well, the next thing you do is we hook up the peripherals. And normally I wouldn't need to show this because it's pretty obvious, but there are some things you should know if you want to be successful in your BIOS boot the first time. So I'm going to go through it real quickly. We already got it plugged in from when we updated the BIOS. Obviously, you're going to hook up a keyboard and a mouse, but you can't just hook up your normal desktop keyboard and mouse that use Bluetooth, for example. Get yourself a USB keyboard and mouse. I like a wired keyboard, so I have fewer variables, because at a minimum, a wired keyboard will let you do anything in the BIOS. The mouse is kind of optional. But with the mouse, you don't want Bluetooth, because Bluetooth won't work with most motherboards. It will only work after you get the operating system installed and you're running Windows. I use a wireless USB mouse. That usually works as long as your battery's up to date. It has a little bit of risk. Worst case, you go back and use the keyboard for what you're doing. I'll link to these on Amazon. If you don't buy a CPU with graphics processing capabilities, you can't use the port on the back of your computer. Ours can support the HDMI output on the back of the motherboard. Otherwise, you have to use a graphics card, and you add a lot of new variables to your Hello World scenario, including some more things that could go wrong that are expensive to replace and you don't want to go into warranty on.
So what's Hello World?
In a Hello World scenario, you want to have as few things as possible to make sure they're working while you still can return those products and get new replacements. If you wait too long, you go into warranty replacements, which is a slower process. Sometimes it could take weeks to get something, whereas returning a product and getting a new one's better. Plus, also with warranty, you may get a refurbished motherboard. You just bought a new motherboard. Why do you want a refurbished one? In our case, we put on a temporary air cooler. We've got a CPU, the memory, and the motherboard. That's what we want to test today. We're not going to actually stress it much. We're going to do that in the next video, but we're going to at least see if it boots up, okay?
All right.
Okay, Di, the next thing we do is we start the computer. This time we're going to see something on our screen to see how it works. So let me push the button. You see, there's a lot going on. See, the numbers are clicking away. Right now it's doing a one-time process called training the memory because of the DDR5 memory. That's going to take 2 to 3 minutes. We're going to wait where it either goes into the BIOS or it tells you that there is an error. And the whole thing it's doing right now is called POST, P-O-S-T, for Power On Self-Test. Posting is the whole self-test while it's running. It checks the memory. And look, we're getting stuff on the screen now too.
Here it comes up.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
It looks like, and it's asking if you want to enter the BIOS, hit F2, but it should do that anyways. And here we are.
Now, please press F1 to enter BIOS setup.
We're here.
Yay!
Hey.
Good job.
Now let's see the BIOS. Let's hit F1.
All right.
You can have the honors.
It's your PC.
All right.
All right.
There we go.
There we go.
So at this point, Di, we know we got basic Hello World. We know that the air cooler works, not that it mattered. We're going to not use it anyways. But we do know that the memory works, the CPU works. It's able to bring up the BIOS, the motherboard works. We also know the RGB works. We see that happening in different places. The output, the diagnostics coming from the motherboard, the numbers, codes, error codes, and the text. We also know the graphics works. So we know that the CPU's GPU is able to process and function as an HDMI output for us. So for our testing and everything, we're in really good shape. This is what you want to see. And sometimes you don't get this good of a result. And if you don't get this kind of result, look at the error code. The last error code coming up, and in this case, the text, might tell you or give you a good idea where it failed. Maybe it's in the memory, maybe it's in the PCIe, maybe it's in a core or something. But whatever it is, look it up in the motherboard, that error code, and follow the, research it and follow it up from there. All right? Mm-hmm. We got it to boot. Yay! We got Hello World. Bam!
Yes.
Way to go. Next time, I'm going to show you some secrets to how I set up the BIOS the first time I first boot my computer and how you save those settings. So please subscribe to watch that. Thanks for watching.
And we love the thumbs up.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.